Hey guys, it's the Gemmy Fan here on Jimmy Master Animatronics, and what we have here today is something pretty cool to show you. This is the counterpart to Rockin' Randall, and his name is Pigskin Pete. It says on the box, Pigskin Pete and his lightning feet. But first, I'll tell you a little bit about it. I actually received this from eBay today. I bought it with some Christmas money I have because I really kind of was fascinated with Pigskin Pete. He's just a really different one, you know, compared to others, because 95% of Jimmy's stuff with that type of bass usually hip swings or does something, you know, but this one actually like runs pretty cool. And I was always fascinated by it, you know, because I saw a couple people had it, like Big Frank or Big Mouth Billy Bass had it at one point, and then Cam Ryder or Drone Freak still has it. He has the Steelers version. So I was somewhat fascinated, and I decided to buy one for myself. And also, I don't really care about the teams. This is actually the Eagles version, but I just actually tried to buy the cheapest one I could, and this one was the cheapest one because they were all $15, but here's the thing. The shipping is what kills it. For this one, it was like maybe $16, $17, and the other one, I think, was like $36.80, which is absolutely ridiculous. And it seems like they're trying to make more money off the shipping than they are the actual product itself, which is ridiculous. But anyways, he's in great condition, and of course, when I got him, he needed some work. What happened is that when I first got him, he still had his original demo batteries, and his head and the body moved, and the arms and legs moved. So that wasn't an issue. That both of those things are still fine. They don't need any replacement gears or belts, so that's no big deal. But of course, the mouth did not work. What a surprise. So, and I actually successfully fixed the mouth. And the funny thing about these is that sometimes you actually have to break the little lever piece that connects the mouth part to the actual mechanism itself. Well, I wouldn't even consider it a mechanism. It's just a motor connected to a string with a little plastic track connected to it. So I had to remove all that, fix the mouth. I had to replace the little gear thing, and the motor was actually seized. It was locked up like crazy, and it took me like 30 minutes to finally free it up, but it works great now, definitely worth my time, and I actually put the staples back in there correctly as they should, so don't have to worry about, you know, the head falling off or anything happening. Should last another 10 years if I use it, because more than the mouths on these, here's the thing. If you get one like this, or anything that has like that string-controlled mouth, like similar to this, don't expect it to move, honestly, or unless you intend on fixing it, which is what I did. I knew the mouth wasn't going to move when I received it, so that's why I fixed it. And it's funny because I think that these actually, when I first got it, they said that these actually had manufacturer defects. So it kind of makes me curious if these were actually recalled at some point. They may not have lasted very long. So at this point, I'm kind of debating on whether these were actually a recalled item because they're faulty mechanisms, which I could definitely see why they could have some complaints, even though they are collector's items and they're not really meant to be, you know, fooled around with too much. But yeah. Anyways, we'll move on to his box. Again, I got him brand new. I had to put new batteries in him, of course, but it says Pigskin Pete and his lightning feet. Includes never before released audio from NFL films, and it says press and hold button to hear classic audio from NFL films by the legendary John Facina, Facina, or however you pronounce that. On the side here, it says basically the same thing. Pigskin turns his head and moves his mouth to the words as his legs actually run. Pigskin Pete and his lightning feet. It says hear classic audio from NFL films by the legendary John Facina. On the back, has a pretty long description. It says every NFL fan will recognize these historic recordings. Pigskin Pete, and it says your team's colors come to life in historic sound and entertaining motion. Styled after the NFL's first ever collectible, Pigskin Pete rushes down the field and recounts classic NFL films moments in the voice of John Facenda. The memorable music of Sam Spence, Tom Hedden, and David Robidoux completes this gritty realism of this limited edition numbered collectible. It says, and down there it says Rockin' Randall first in a collectible series by Jimmy, 2002. So this was a year after Rockin' Randall was produced. Really cool, very unique item. And these guys are not rare. You could find so many on eBay, but they're from the same seller. They may not be extremely common to find. So you're just lucky that they're listed on eBay right now. So if you want to get one and pay that ridiculous price for shipping, then go right ahead. But I may get, you know, I have two of the Rockin' Randalls. I know that they're both the same team, but I may get two of these guys eventually. So yeah, but I guess we'll play his phrases now. So I guess without further ado, we'll show them to you.
One-on-one, the battle where the loser bleeds alone on an open field. Hitting is the essence once the ball is snapped. A swirl of flying volleys and constant collision. Carrying the ball 20 times a game requires power and valor, not niftiness. The water bug and whippet backs rarely survive the wail and howl of a banshee. Someday the game comes alive. Two teams have gained a champion fame. Two teams of men both skilled and game. Men who have battled as brothers through combat thick and thin, and now they confront each other for a prize only one can win. Every team needs a throng of bulls to steamroll through the stacked defenses of the pros. They must meld the buck of a billy goat with the sudden surge of a sprinter.
And that's pretty much all of his phrases. So, and I think this is going to be the very first fully working one on YouTube, even with the mouth working. So that's pretty cool. As far as I know, it's the first fully working one. But I guess we'll get a close look at it. We'll look at the box real quick. As you can see in the background, it's got some. It's like a stadium. It's pretty cool. Side here, and here he is himself. So I guess we'll play him one more time just to give an example of a close-up.
One-on-one, the battle where the loser bleeds alone on an open field. Hitting is the essence once the ball is snapped. A swirl of flying volleys and constant collision. Carrying the ball 20 times a game requires power and valor, not niftiness. The water bug and whippet backs rarely survive the wail and howl of a banshee.
Alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed this review over the Gemmy animated 2002 Pigskin Pete. Thanks for watching.